August 29, 2019, issue 982 of the transmissions coming through the Omega Communications portal. This is Lani speaking as I make the connection with you for the purposes for you to experience the energy coming through this transmission. Close your eyes if you're listening to this and think about how you are drawing energy into your body, into your energy system, and into the planet. And where is this energy coming from? For the purposes of this transmission, the energy is coming to you as a beam of light, a pattern of energy or frequency, directly from the station of light, which is observing the planet, the beings, the happenings, observing you. Because if you're attracted to these transmissions, then you already are part of it. And perhaps you agreed to this before you entered into this lifetime. We have so much more to understand about parallel realities, about the dimensions that exist beyond time, or perhaps they exist through time. However, this is just the introduction for me to gather you with me and feel now that you are assembled with others in the receiving or the transition area of the station of light. We begin and addressing you at this particular intersection of your presence with our existence. This is the being identified to you as Yulia. Also alongside me are other ones who may come forward and introduce themselves singly to you. We do represent a collective state of consciousness. You are part of that collective state of consciousness. You are allowing the pattern of information to come to you always. And we remind you of this in this particular experience of the energy connection. You are connected. The connection exists throughout time, existences that have been established and manifested in various densities in accordance with the experience that was needed in those particular densities. So now we begin your association with yourself having experienced many types of densities, existences, patterns of life. Coming to you at this time for you to experience is the being named Atar. I introduce myself to you. I am known as Atar in your language, perhaps not in your visible and known existence. I have the appearance of being taller than you are in your humanoid form at present. The humanoid form has been taller than it is at present, but for this purposes I relate to you in your present focused lifetime. And I have the appearance of no facial hair as some of your males have, and my skin is a different colour hue to yours. It is very pale, and in your experience, because I come from a different dimension, my light would be radiating from me and through me. So my visitation to you in this way, in this connection, is for you to experience the sense of a world where time existed quite differently, and where your methods of travel were quite different, where your methods of existence were quite different from that which you chose to experience in your current focus lifetime. You had ways of knowing and comprehending the level of existence that you participated in as it related to existences in different worlds, on different manifested planets. So in this way, we are reminding you that you have capability to utilize aspects which remain in your consciousness field to manifest, to create, to change your particular thought patterns, to enhance your thought patterns with the chosen state of joyful upliftment. In many people, as we observe your population currently, joyful existence is very low in the thought patterns. And the thought patterns can be influenced by what you observe, what is presented to you, and where you chose to place yourself. The purpose of me explaining this and having you experience this different dimension where I exist in is to show you the potential that you can reinitiate and activate within you. You have been experiencing increased activity in your energetic DNA pattern and the framework of your biological systems and your presence on Earth. And this prepares you to activate this potential. In simplistic terms that you would recognize, it is the potential for goodness to present itself and manifest, and always the state of joy, of the continuation of the energy of Source which you bring through into all of your existences. And this is hereby strengthened. In this state where you are connecting with me, there is no need to participate in the violent structure that supports your food structures that you are familiar with. We acknowledge there has been a great shift in identifying food sources which nourish the body. And it is necessary for you to continue doing that because of the energy system, the vibration that your current planet exists in and utilizes. But there must be the shift to identify the food patterns which contain the original pattern of light for you. And that should be your major source of sustenance. Moving away from this now, just briefly observe and experience with me where I have drawn you into my existence, that you draw upon lines of light, and the light you're drawing upon has different layers to it and can be measured and assessed as colours or tones. This is what is the inherent energy from Source, but it manifests on different planetary existences in a different way, as what is appropriate to sustain the creatures and the entire manifestation of that planet, all that it is. So you are taking in what is needed for you, continuating the upgrade and the quickening of the higher pattern of your bioenergetic existence. I return you now into the transition space in this light station. It has been a joy to communicate with you at this time. I leave you now. Ata out. Yulia back with you again. Did you experience the energy pattern of Ata? He may visit you individually or present himself again. There are many beings here who wish to make themselves known to you, for you to experience their energy and where they exist from. And it is all part of having you connect with other galactic species and what they bring forward to assist you as you draw the energy into the planetoid you are on. This has been the purpose of this transmission. Therefore, we will leave this for you to interpret, absorb, and expand on the brief visitation and immersion and connection you were involved in. You would have experienced more than the spoken word could convey. And this is part of the reason why I say to you, we leave this with you now, beloved. Yulia out. And I am back again with you, Lani here, and I draw your attention to your presence here in the station. Now, just as you were drawn into the gathering in a specific beam of light, you will now experience being returned to your location and your physical form in the same way, as if you are carried back, transported in a beam of light back to your body. This also demonstrates what could happen more strongly when it is needed. Perhaps you have experienced this yourself individually. You could let me know if you have. And so it's time for me to tell you to physically re-engage yourself your highest aspect and all of your layers of consciousness into your body again, into the current lifetime. Bringing your attention fully into this current lifetime and the present moment. It has been my pleasure to have been with you in this session. I trust it has expanded your understanding of different time existences, different realities. So I close this session through the Omega Communications portal. Thank you. I'd love for you to experience another session with me, so bookmark the site and we'll travel again together.